Good morning, everybody, and thank you for being here on Let's Talk Stroke. And I do have an amazing special guest. And first of all, I'm Jerry Wald, and I am your host. And my guest is Lyla, and I won't butcher the last name, Lyla Srenaski. Right? I did it. Okay. But I don't want to delay any longer, and I will bring Lyla on now to tell her story. And here she comes.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Hi. Um,
How are you?
I'm I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing terrific. I started a little late because a little typical technical difficulties, but I'm glad you're here.
Thank you, Jerry. I really enjoy on your videos. As long it's great.
Well, I think we talked yesterday, and the only reason I do it is to see how what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. Um, so that's the only reason. But again, I appreciate you coming on and telling your story, and it'll be pretty exciting. So I was going to ask you, what was your life? How were you before your stroke? What was your life like? What were you, working or all that
It
kind of stuff?
it was amazing. I had a good life. I have a great life. But before all of this, I was a single with my child, and it was always been me and my daughter, you know. Um, and I was in management. And again, I have aphasia, so I am trying to um, talk to people as much as I can about aphasia and awareness.
Right.
So again, it takes a little bit. Um, so be patient with me.
Oh no, you sound terrific. You really do.
Thank you. Um, but going back, I was a district or and a regional um, management for 25 years.
Wow.
And it has been amazing. I was traveling all the time. I was able to provide for me and my daughter. And yeah, it was no complaints at all.
Right. Right.
Uh, so after what had happened, um, the day before the stroke, I went and said um, that I was going to go to an outpatient procedure.
Oh.
They were taking, I had some complications with my lap band. For 4 years, I was um, not able to like drink, and it was very bad. So that day, that was May 3/1 at 2 years ago,
Right.
there was the complication. They took that band off, and after that, I was so with a lot of medicine, pain pills because of the procedure.
Right.
Um, I don't remember anything else after that. The only thing that I can remember, my family took the recliner to my bedroom because the bathroom is right there. It's
Right. Right.
uh, uh, and I remember that recliner, and I remember anything else. all I can remember is I woke up and was with family. I was in ICU. Uh, I had my brother, I had my daughter, my mom, uh, husband, my son, and my Leo. It was one of those what happened, what
Right. Yes.
and thinking all these things, and it's like when your brain is like paralyzed. I can't talk. I couldn't do anything that I wanted to be able to get the words out. It's like, help me, get this, you know,
Yeah.
better. I wouldn't. It was like it was very crazy and scary. I don't
Yeah. Did you know what a stroke was prior?
it. No, no. I remember that um, I was sorry.
No, don't be sorry at all. At all.
It all I remember is getting that word out for the first time.
Right.
Home, 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 home. I wanted out of there. And
Sure.
it's very. It was crazy. All these
Yeah.
things in my brain. I couldn't do. It was just crazy.
Right. Right.
I'm trying to get the words out. I'm trying to, look at people, and there's people in my family, and I see you, and it was just crazy. I'm just trying to, it's like ADD plus infinity.
Right.
It was just crazy. But after that, I was able to help with um, what had happened was when I had this. I'm sorry, I'm going
No, no.
back and forth. Uh,
Yeah. I do the same thing. I just want to say one thing. Whoever's watching, I have my phone, but I can't see the comments coming up like Paul yesterday. I can only see the very few. So if I'm not responding to anybody, or if we're both not doing it, I apologize. I can read some of the comments and then we'll get right back into it on my phone. Serena says your speech is very good now. And I agree. Paul Cummings, um, morning, Lyla and Jerry, brain fog, yes. And Paul's also saying, I'm so proud of you, Lyla. Um,
you.
and there's still Serena, your speech is very good. I probably just said that. Jana and Stephen Albright, they're watching, and Neil Murray is watching. There's quite a bit out there. Laurice, good morning, Jerry and Lila. Just to get these out of the way here, there's quite a bit. There's a ton of people. So I would, not that we're what do you call it, not responding, because the comments are not coming through. So apologize about that, but thank you for everybody being here. So sorry to interrupt there.
No, this is aphasia, me and most of us. It's.
Yeah. Do you
I
have
was.
do you have family and someone helping you every day? Because your daughter, how old is your daughter?
She is 28.
Okay, so she's with you.
Yeah. So I'm just going to start really quick.
Take your time.
Okay. Um, after the the green recliner for anything like that, what had happened? My my son-in-law was looking and seeing that there was, he was trying to get to the bathroom.
Right.
And he was not, and he said, he's just trying to figure out what's going on. I remember that he opened the door and my head was by the door.
Right.
He couldn't get in. Luckily, my husband, he was here, and him and Manny, my son-in-law, and my husband James,
Okay.
they had to take the door off to get in.
Oh, wow.
So they had the um, they had the um, sorry, the ambulance, and that's what I remember. That's remember what they said.
Right.
What had happened. They went to um, Silver Cross in New Lenox and in Illinois, and they couldn't really help me because of that. What had happened was the sorry.
Hey, don't worry about it at all. Trust me. Stroke is not for the weak.
Yeah. What had happened was they were trying to get a doctor, a brain doctor.
Right.
Can't get the words out for that. It's an MO,
neurologist.
just urologist.
Yep. Neurologist.
Yes. So they didn't have that at that time. I was doing other things, and they were trying to, they wanted to be able to say, that they need help with me. So
Sure.
they took it. They took to that hospital. I was there for a couple of hours, and they took me to the, what is it? It's the plane. It's not a plane. It's not a
helicopter.
And they took me to another hospital, and it just happened like that. They said that they were in. They said there was the clots in my lungs,
Oh.
and there was many clots. My daughter, my daughter Joanna, she was knowing it was my daughter and my together trying to be able to talk to the doctors, what's going on, So they said that my lung collapsed.
Wow.
And they had to, what is it? It's called a block
breathing tube.
Breathing tube. Also with the shot to get the clot out.
The TIA or something.
Yes. And so what happened after that was there was going to go back to the room. The doctors were all swarming and making sure that everything was happening.
Right.
I believe it was the day after they had, they said the clots were going through. I have a heart hole in my heart.
Really?
They said there was a couple little holes in my heart, and the clots went to my brain.
Yeah.
And so it was, it takes me, it's just crazy because after, it's been 2 years already, I'm just getting these pieces, this puzzle of what happened.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that I am alive,
Sure.
and that the doctor had another that hospital, the sorry,
No, not a no.
um, sorry.
No. It takes time. I understand.
I know, it's just I'm trying to get the words out, and I'm not able to get them.
Yeah. No, you know what you want to say. I know that.
You know that.
I do. I was like, I'm 10 years post stroke, and I was the same. I had like 2 months before I couldn't say anything, but then it took time to build on that, and still to this day, I could be talking and things I completely forget what I'm saying, and then I have to like start all over. We go to a different conversation. Um, and for me, and I'm sure this is for you as well, when I'm talking and there's a lot of people around me talking other conversations, that really kind of messes with me. And I'm not sure if that with you as well. And it has to. We all have that. At least I think so.
Yes. So this is aphasia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, we need to make awareness of that stroke and aphasia. It's just, we don't, it's amazing how many people don't know what that is. They just think we're, he's retarded or something. But we know that's not it, because stroke is so, we don't know what it is. There's so many people that have no idea. I was one of them. You were one of those. Now yours was a hemorrhagic stroke like mine, I think. No, maybe not.
It is the left side. It's an eye.
Ischemic. Or
Yeah.
that's what it. Yes.
So after what was going on with the clots
Yes.
was good, they said that my family is very private.
Yeah.
And my daughter was on Facebook and updating, everybody,
Yeah.
having a lot of positive vibe.
Yeah. That's totally understandable.
Yeah. And it was hard, because she's my, she's my everything.
Right.
And it was very hard, and I didn't know what was going on. I felt so bad for her and my family.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you go to therapy still, even during the pandemic?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
OT, PT, and speech.
Nope. Right now it's speech.
Right. Okay.
After I got after the day after they took me back to the other hospital that I was at.
Oh.
Rehab.
Right.
And again, I wasn't able to. My balance was so bad, and it still is.
Yeah.
My this side of me, it's all numb, and it's like snow at the same time.
Right.
It's a weird feeling,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's just, I'm sure many, know,
Yeah.
but I went to occupational,
Yes.
able to, I was able to do the best that, my my left side, the right side, when
Sure.
I brush my teeth, I'll have the toothbrush, the other way, and I'm not able to say, I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can't feel it at all.
Right. Right.
So many things like that, you know.
Yes. It completely understand. And I'll, since the comments are not coming through here, I can read some more comments here. Uh, Paul is saying you are doing really well, and then Salud says, Salud.
Yep.
Yep. Well, Salud says, Lyla, I'm my husband's 24/7 caregiver. I haven't had a stroke, and I'm always forgetting what I'm saying. At time, Salud, it's a long one here. I can't find the word I need to use. You're amazing, and you're definitely don't need to apologize at all. We appreciate you sharing your story. And Serena, wow, I just realized you're using both hands. That's awesome. And I was just gonna say that. That's right, Serena. I was gonna say the same thing. I noticed the same thing. You're using both hands. So that's terrific that you're doing that.
Everyone, thank you so much for all the comments that you just had, and I really appreciate that.
Yes. Exactly.
Able to use my hand. I'm able to walk by myself. I am able to do most things better than, so
Yep.
I'm grateful for that.
Right.
The thing that I am thinking about with everything with speech and with insurance,
Yeah.
I had to pick what I can use. I would be able to pick what I can have to cure that. Okay.
Yes.
Because I would like to be able to go to PT, because of my balance and fatigue.
Yeah.
My, my side of me, the right side of me, my leg, it twitches.
Yeah.
It's constant, and it makes me go crazy. Trying to get that, and right side, I have problems with that too.
Yeah.
My right side, it wanders. It's crazy. It just wanders. It's crazy. I will wear flip flops, and I don't even know. I can feel my left shoe, and a flip flop, and I won't be able to feel the right side, and
Interesting.
it'll go away, and I won't even know. I'll see, and it's not.
So you're wearing flip flops.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. I'm proud of you because that flip flops. I would never dare to get into it because my 10 years in my right side, that's the affected side. The ankle is weak. I know I probably shouldn't be using the AFO, and I wasn't for a long time until I broke my hip. Now it's mandatory that I wear it because you say you have balance issues, and I do too. Do you drive?
When I went to Shirley Ryan Ability for rehab at
Okay.
the other hospital, I was told when I went to the speech pathologist,
Yep.
I was talking and, oh, where is it? You know?
Yeah.
I said, I drive. You know, I drove. And it was more than a year ago after I had the stroke. And
Right.
I was thinking, you know what? I'm going to get better. Look at me.
Yes.
You know, I want some independence.
Exactly.
I thought, you know, I'm going to do this. I was able to drive for what, 2 weeks.
Wow.
I went for the first time. I went to my friend. I went to Chili's. You know, it was me and my, my friend, and
Nice.
so excited for a piece of independence.
Yeah.
And it was so excited about that. Then after that, I said, you know what? I'm going to go to speech for uh, speech
Yeah.
at Shirley Ryan Ability. And when she was there, she said, you know, about your family. And I said, oh, I'm driving. I'm like, what? I said, yeah, I drove, you know, and she said, okay, 1 second, okay. And I'm like,
Oh, great.
okay, you know, and it was manager, and all I can say is they were on the other side of the door, and they were like yelling, and you know, it was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, what happened? Why did you do this? You know,
Right.
doing this. And so I had to tell my family, oh, man, I'm in trouble,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but I did drive.
Okay. So your driver's license was not taken away because I know a lot of people, when you have a stroke, their neurologist, I guess, who needs or is supposed to send it to the DMV or the
I know
Department of.
years though. It would be suspended, and I think maybe one more year. And then and we'll see. But
Yeah.
after that, I knew it wasn't going to happen. You know, I was afraid. I was afraid that I was going to get in an accident with my foot. You know, and it was. I just knew.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Independence is so important for us, and I understand. The one question, what helps you? Because I know what helps me. What helps you when you have, we get in a dark place, we feel depressed and all that.
Oh
What
yeah.
help? We get that way, and I'm just kind of curious what helps you compared to like me and everybody else out there. Because for me, that happens to me, and I have to have my wife take me outside and kind of do some exercise out there because otherwise I start thinking and I get myself all twittered out here, and I should not be doing that. I totally understand, but it happens.
Uh-huh. My daughter is laughing at me right now.
Uh-oh.
I usually would go into my bedroom.
Right.
Okay. I have a big house, you know. I would go to my bedroom, close the curtains, you know, so you
Yep.
can't see, and I would be in the recliner, and I didn't want anything. I wanted to just be myself in my bubble, you
Yeah.
know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in, you know, it was really bad, you know. Sometimes, you know, I do that too to calm me down,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
But yeah, I had to take a lot of medicine because of the um, anxiety, and so I am. It's better because of that. Um, but yeah, I do like to, you know, close the drapes.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's funny. I should be doing that, or doing that way. I don't, but now we've talked several times, and you're always so chipper, and I can't imagine you. I know how stroke is, but you always are so. How do you say that? Like so chipper, and you're really positive.
Not really.
Okay, you're fooling us. No, but you do such a great job, and personally, I'm really proud of you of what you're doing and how you're taking this. You're 2 years out, and like you sitting there, see you're moving both your thumbs and your hands. See, that's just, and you don't have any tone issues where it's really tight.
What do you mean?
Like me, my hand, I can do this, both this hand, but when I go to this hand, I have to kind of crank on it. It only goes so far.
No, I'm fine with that. I'm grateful that
Yes, you are.
yeah. I don't want to say that. I'm grateful that I'm alive,
Sure.
and yeah, I have some um, depression, and I just want to be by myself because when you're independence, it goes, you know, it flies. You know,
Yes.
I can't do that. I can't use my. I don't have my car anymore.
Yeah.
I can't go to the grocery store. Uh, Going to Hobby Lobby, other things
Right.
that I like to do.
Sure. Completely understand. That's the, that's, I do the same thing. I really anymore, I can't get out and go by myself or whatever, like we used to do that. But it sounds like you have some good help there. I mean, you have your daughter
Yeah,
in front of you. I can't see you, but I can. Sometimes she throws a word out there here and there, but understand.
it's just I feel bad because I remember the last time, not the last time, but talking about people who have. I was saying that I am not a caregiver.
Right.
I am not. That's my family. And shame on me. I shouldn't have said that, you know, and sometimes that I don't mean to say things like that, you know.
Right.
And I remember um I remember myself, and I want to make sure that I am not hurting anyone. I'm not going to offend anyone.
Sure.
So people who have um, caregivers, you know,
Right.
that's a that's a hard job,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know. And so I am grateful that I am able to take a, shower by
Yes.
myself. I am able to do everything that I should. The thing that the only thing that I think about is the fatigue,
Yes.
tired. Um,
Yes.
after going to speech, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to my bedroom,
Yep.
close the door, It's
Yep.
like I'm trying to get the words out. I'm trying to make sure that I can erase everything just happened, because now I am able um, to be able to. Sorry.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything out so
Yeah.
that
No.
I am able to calm myself down
Sure.
and watch, on my D D DRS
Did,
D DNR. What is
I know. Let's see. It's a contest here.
No, it's
DVR.
yes,
Yeah.
but I usually use that, and I just watch TV and
Yep.
put myself down, and then I will be able to get, they'll they are able to be with me, because it is a crazy thing with people.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be that that bitchy side.
Yeah.
And I do, sometimes I have that.
Yeah.
And just trying to remember that they had a hard time too.
Yeah. They have a stroke too. I mean, this, they had this. We had a stroke. They had a stroke. Not literally, but they had the stroke dealing with us, because it wasn't easy for them as a caregiver and your family. I mean, they're probably so lost. I know with my family, they were so lost. What is going on? Is he going to make it? And, because we've never been through this. We didn't even know what it was. At 49, how old were you when you had your stroke?
46.
Oh, you're young. Yeah. No. Yeah. I had it at 40. I had it at 49, and I'm
Yeah, it's
59. Oh, 40. Yeah, 49. But so do you take seizure medicine?
no.
Really good for you.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not going to jinx it.
I know I shouldn't have said that, but
No, no. I am. Yeah, I'm glad that I don't have to have a seizure.
yes, good for you.
At too many. I had the second stroke at the early Ryan ability
Oh,
of the stress.
wow.
The nurse was saying to me, about my leg, because of the balance. And I was trying to get the words out, and then
Yeah,
not, like I'm stupid or something.
I know.
The words out, you know. And
Right.
they said, you know what? You need to go to the emergency. And I'm like, what? I said, I'm trying to say something,
Yeah.
Now I was,
Yeah. I can imagine.
I had to go to the ER. And then after that, I said I was going crazy. I'm like, what is going on with me? I'm trying to get the words out. Someone's looking at me like I have problems. I had a stroke.
Right. Right.
So they had to. It was crazy. I went crazy. They had to give me medicine to calm me down, and they said that I had a stroke, a mild stroke, and so I did not want to tell my family.
I know.
So it was me and my husband, in the hospital. I believe when
Yeah.
it's either my daughter or my husband that
Did yeah. So you had because I must have flown over my head here. You've had more than one stroke.
this is the second, and I
The
don't.
second one. That's it. We're done with this. I understand.
Right. I just want to make sure that now I'm going to be stress free. So if I have to be happy, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah. You have to be. Wow. Yeah.
I want to make sure that people that have aphasia, there's people that have a stroke or the uh, TBI.
Yes. Yep. Traumatic brain injury.
Yes, and people that have other aphasia with, brain tumor or something to that effect.
Sure.
It's like a I'm trying to get the words out.
Oh no, that's fine. You take your time because this is good for you too, as far as speaking. So I oh no, thank you. You keep going, and I actually have. I'll take a second here to look at some of the comments for you. So Mike Peters is asking you, how were you emotionally?
I was broken.
Yeah.
I was defeated. I am the strong in this family.
You're the strength.
Yeah. And so that's just, my family is the same. We're very strong willed,
Right.
So
Right.
now I felt defeated and I'm taking that. I'm not burdened,
Right.
Yes, I need help with family,
Sure.
to help with, groceries and cleaning and things like that. I'm glad that my family now, because I was working all the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
And now, yeah, it's like I'm glad that my family now is able to take care of, the house and anything that I need.
Right.
I have my husband, my daughter Joanna, her husband, and my son Leo, and my son Jameson. So it's a big, it's a big house, and it's got a lot of people in the family.
Yeah, and that's important to have a great support system. I know that. I mean, and so you do have an amazing support system, and you have that feeling of, I don't want to have you relying on. I don't want to be the burden on you. I don't know how you felt on that, because for me, putting together, my wife gets like a the desk or something like from a IKEA or something, and got to put it together. Me trying to do it with really, one really good arm, it takes me a long time. But then I have to ask her for help, and it's a lot of work, trying to rely on somebody else. Because I never had to do that before, and that's you too.
Yep. And it's glad that the family can help.
Yeah.
As you can.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And so I just know that what happened to you with the aphasia, you weren't able to talk at all,
No.
and you got better and better and better. I didn't know I had aphasia, a year ago or 2 years ago.
Right.
It's yeah, it's crazy for me
Yeah.
that got so much better, but you have problems with walking, you know. But man, you're getting so much better. Every time you see a video of yours, you're like a super. Very proud.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And then the hip too. That was just that really didn't help. Took me backwards. There's one question. Let's see here. There's one here. Naomi, you know Naomi?
Yep.
Yep. She is saying, "What a blessing to have your family." And then Mike Peters, I hated having personal care, but fighting. Had a shower this morning. Please. There's one other thing here I just wanted to read. Okay, so Mike Peters, you know Mike, he's from South Wales, United Kingdom. He says, I had a heart attack and a stroke and sepsis. Now they send a bloody pandemic. So, what else can go on? Because
Oh my
it,
God.
it's crazy. There's a lot of people watching, and again, I usually would bring the comments up and all the things so we could kind of go back and forth. But for some reason, yesterday, if you watch Paul's show with Leslie Hadley,
Amazing. You think I'm laughing? He's like, I don't know how much coffee he has, but he's like all over the place.
yeah, great guy.
It's amazing to see him,
Yeah,
talk to this.
yeah,
It's amazing too.
yeah, yeah. He works real hard on his aphasia. I mean, if you've seen his stuff, the stuff he does is just remarkable. And he and I got to be really good friends. Okay, so Salute is saying we all need quiet time. And Naomi, hers is her time. And Jacqueline Hansen, you know who Jacqueline is? She goes by Jack. You may have seen her out there.
Probably.
Yeah, she is saying, I am right side hemiplegic for 7 years now. Keep pushing ahead.
Thank you.
She's telling you, yeah. And there's so many other comments, and I'm sure it's kind of frustrating that we can't see them, because that's what's good, is telling your story and interacting with our, all the viewers out there, because it's important to recognize them too.
We're gonna have part 2.
Yes, we will. That's for sure. We will. Oh no, we will definitely do that. And I am just excited how, the aphasia, you're really, I know that trying to get that word out, but you are doing fabulous. You're doing terrific. You're inspiring. Mike says, thank you. And Candace is sending love. Do you know Candace? She's saying, and then Eddie Ray Sosa. Well, I don't know if you know, his mother had a stroke, which is my daughter's, is her boyfriend. They're kind of married, but so they're so he gave a big heart. So I can't see because it's on my phone, because this is sad that I can't see all the other comments. But thank you, everybody, for being here. So what would you say to other folks out there? Lyla, what would you say to other stroke survivors, even the caregivers? Because, we know what they go through. I'm not the easiest person probably to deal with as far as a caregiver, because I really, the one, I was told this from my aunt a while ago, the ones, I wonder why I get mad at my wife, whatever, because we tend to speak out to the ones we love.
True.
Yeah. So she put that in, she said, maybe you should go see a psychiatrist. I said, or something. I don't know. Judy, what are you doing? But what would you say to everybody out there who's watching, or even people that watch the replay?
Okay. What I have in my family is my daughter. She is my aphasia whisperer.
No, yes,
So I couldn't say, because we're so alike, same manners, everything.
Wow.
She knew we're like twins, you know. She was
That's
able to just say something and look at her and she would know, you know.
right. Right.
So yeah, I always felt it funny, you know, Asia um, whisper, you know, the joke, you know,
Yeah.
but it really is, you know, it really is. I'm glad that I'm able to be able to get the words out.
Yes.
Don't want to have another a stroke with that nurse, you know, because of you know not able to get things out.
Right.
I
Right.
shame on those people that have no patience, and um, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I've always been that kind of person that I will tell you what I want to say,
Sure.
you know, and I won't say bad names, but yeah, I'm going to speak my mind. You know, sometimes it's very funny things,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Do you like for me? I always talk to so many stroke survivors because for me, I could watch a commercial or something like even on America's Got Talent, and it's such an emotional story. I cry at the dime of a hat. I know.
Aw.
So I don't know. Do you have that? Like, because a lot of people, stroke survivors, have some emotional issues as far as it doesn't bother me. My whole family knows it that I'll hear he's crying again.
I have a lot of that times. You know, I will be on my table, you know, at my table and chair, and I will say, you know, what's wrong with me? What did I do with, you know, and it's very emotional. And it's
Yeah.
usually because I'm very tired.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm really tired, maybe making food or, you know, things like that, I'm very brain fatigued, you know,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
very emotional. And then I cry and um, it's, yeah, it's just,
Yes. And read some of these comments again here. Mike Peters says, bring in your family. They want to. Everybody wants to see your family.
ah, come here, precious.
Come on, let's see it.
Come on,
I'm holding the camera.
come
Uh
here.
oh. Well, you got to have some good talent then to get your whole family in there. There we are. Oh, good for you. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, and you are.
I'm Joanna. I'm her daughter.
No, good for you. I appreciate what you do for your mom. That's awesome. How how did you handle it?
Oh. um, it was very scary.
Yeah.
Very crazy. Nothing that any of us would have expected to have to go through. I
Yeah.
never knew anybody that had a stroke before.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a lot of adjusting.
Yeah.
But we are just so grateful that she's here.
I'm alive.
And
Yeah.
alive. Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes. So definitely a roller coaster of emotions.
Yes, it is. I know. I mean, I know what my family went through. And like your mom said a bit ago, she said she's starting to learn, getting some pieces to the puzzle together still after 2 years. I'm still getting that too. Coming up in 10 years, I'm finding out stuff that, wow, what I went through.
Yes. It's tough just because we still don't have all of the answers.
Yes.
Really no closure.
Right.
And I don't think it'll happen. I think that we're gonna have a puzzle and it's garbage. You'll be in the garbage and we'll never know, you know, where it will be.
Right.
Makes
Right.
sense?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make any sense?
Yes,
You
it
know?
does. It does.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Candace just says, gorgeous young woman. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Salute is saying aloha, Joanna. Naomi, beautiful daughter. Mike Peters, beautiful family. My daughter out there. Hi, sweetie. April, her name is. She says, beautiful daughter. What a blessing.
Yes,
Yes, you are.
that's my
Wow.
Yep.
Well, this is awesome. So, in closing, do you all want to say anything, or because we're about down to the last, I can't see, minute or so?
Okay. I just, thank you everybody to able to have my story, and I know I need to have a number two,
Yes.
because so much what I would like to say. And again, thank you so much for being with me and my baby, Precious.
That's right.
Precious.
Oh, what a doll. Well, let's see. Candace, you and your mom could be sisters.
Well, thank you, not.
Well, I appreciate everybody being here, and I do apologize. I don't know why the comments. I mean, I can only see them on my phone, but not on the computer where I usually see them. So, but we could stay on for just a second, and I'll just say goodbye. We could say goodbye to everybody, but thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it, and great show. But we need to do a number 2.
That's right.
Yes, because there's a lot of things to say. That's it. Yeah, as Paul says, same thing. I have a lot to say, and so you do have a lot to say, and I want you to bring it out and tell everybody more of your story.
Yeah, and I want to be able to be happy. I don't want that.
Right.
I want it to banter.
Yes.
People laugh. I always wanted to be that way.
Yes.
Always would laugh all the time. That's
Yeah.
my family.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Well, that's awesome. Well, you got the. Can I say this? Kick-ass attitude. I love it. So it's awesome. And again, thank you everybody for being here. And Naomi just says, thank you for sharing your story. And I know everybody else is saying the same thing. And then again, thank you so much. And you and your daughter both for her holding the phone, iPad. It was, it worked out and it worked perfectly. So, so everybody, thank you. And I'm going to shut the stream, and then you and I will be right here.
Bye.
Okay.